My parents are my biggest role models, so I grew up watching them a lot. My mom and my dad played for a lot of groups, a lot of gospel groups. My brother was the first person and one of my siblings to pick up an instrument and just start playing. It kind of just affected me. Music was all I saw, when I was little. Eventually it just grew into me. It became a part of me. We developed this group called the Ford Connection. And we used to travel across the states and sing, because I used to play the drums and sing. My brother played the bass and sung. My sister played the keyboard and sung. My mom was the lead singer. And I had a cousin who was another lead singer. And my dad played the guitar. Music was just a part of us. It's basically how everything started. And then my 8th grade year, I remember taking choir in my 8th grade year in middle school. I used to just sit there and play on the piano all the time. And a lot of things I played by ear. I was like, this is kind of easy. And I had a cousin who I used to play the drums with. He used to always pick me up, take me to church with him. Then that was a huge role model at that time. And eventually I would start playing his keyboard after service. I would just start fiddling around. Then one day I just asked my dad to pay my cousin to teach me lessons. He really only gave me like 2 lessons. He taught me what the keys were, and he taught me one song and told me to go from there. The older I got, I started getting real theoretical with it. I was looking at a lot of sites. I could read music a little bit, but I would only read it just to get the chords, because I knew voicings and all that myself. I just wanted to get the chords, and once I was familiar with the chords, I could create melodies and figure everything else out by ear. Being in the church, especially the churches I went to, music was such a huge part of the service. We used to have singings, that would last till like 12 midnight. Even after those 12 a.m., when it would end at 12 a.m., after I would sit around and play a little bit more. It became just a way of life for me. I guess music was our way of expressing like what we went through, at the same time. It brought us together. We was always close, traveling, but we would always be together. Me, my brother, my sister, my mom, and my dad. And I think, I started realizing that, how close we were when I separated. When I had to come, to college. I started to realize how close I was to them, and I just never really took attention to the fact that we were very more close than I thought we were. But I was so lucky that they basically use music, just like the coaches are using football to manifest life to us. My parents in my childhood used music, to manifest, to us, about life, things that they would always teach us through music, and when I came here, I realized how lucky I was, to have 2 parents and be close to them. The thing about music, if you're excellent, versus someone who's just mediocre. If you're mediocre, people just kind of like, people nowadays don't really be rude, but at the end of your performance, you don't really have their attention. Now, if you're excellent and you wowing the people, then you can say, after you blow their mind, then you can say what you want to say. You have their attention. Then you can basically explain, giving them some inspirational words. They're gonna listen to you. You're great. That's just how music. I think that's greatness is anything. You can capture anybody when you're great, but especially through music. I love music. Is just music, man. Music is the world.